Hey moms, and welcome to part 2 of the SEO and content lesson. In this lesson, we're going to take the randomness out of the posting. You know, when you post and you just hope that something sticks, that's going away. We're going to look at how to post in a way that gets you found and brings in the people that you are actually looking to serve. So by the end of this lesson, you will know exactly how to use your keywords. You will get 5 prompts for the different parts of the funnel, because there are 3 parts to a funnel: the top, the middle, and the bottom. So I'll give you prompts at the end of this lesson to help you get going. By this time, it is very important that you have done all the other previous lessons, because by now you should have a landing page, you should have an offer, and we're just now creating content to get people into your landing page, into buying whatever you are selling or using your services. If you don't have an offer yet, if you don't know what you want to bring people in for, please go back to the previous lessons, do all the homework that's necessary there, ask the questions if you're stuck, and so that we can move on, because it's pointless to listen and follow along with this part of the lesson or of the course if you don't even know what you're offering people yet. So go get your offer nice and tight, refine it, offer it to a few people, all of that good stuff, and then now we're creating the content that's going to bring in the people that you're looking to serve. So let's head over to the funnel. So before we get ready with the funnel, I just want to remind you that you need to be subscribed if you want to stand a chance of being picked at the end of the month as one of the people who spend like an hour with me chatting about what your business is, what you offer, and how you can position yourself. You have to be subscribed, because I'm only picking from the people who are subscribed to the channel. Just wanted to put that out there. Another thing, people are booking slots with me. Please don't book slots. I'm not taking any new people at the moment, so please don't book any slots with me for the moment. I have tried to block my calendar out. I don't know how people are getting through the cracks. But yeah, so let's get to the funnel now. Okay, so let's do the funnel. What is the funnel? Why does it matter? Okay, so simply put, the funnel is where you create awareness, which will lead to people liking or trusting you, and then eventually buying from you. So the funnel is basically your person's journey, your potential client's journey. Now, the funnel has 3 parts to it. This is the journey that your potential customer goes through, right? Through your funnel. This is how you stop posting randomly. Oh God, this does not look straight. This is how you stop posting randomly and start posting with strategy and purpose, understanding that there are 3 parts to your funnel. And so there are 3 pieces of content you need to always be addressing in your strategy. So there's top of funnel, which is the top. There is middle of funnel, which is the muff, so creative. And then there is the bottom of the funnel, which is the buff. All 3 have your client at a different journey, right? You need to hit all 3, because the person who's here is not the same person who's also here, or the person who's here. And so each of these people need to come onto your socials or your funnel and find something for them. You need to meet them where they are. Okay, so the person who's at the top of the funnel, this is someone who does not know you, right? So top of the funnel is to build awareness. This is where you're telling people, hey, I'm here, I've got something for you. This is your build awareness. And this is where you get discovered via search. You want to be discovered via search, right? So when a person puts in the keywords, that you know because you did the work, the homework of the keywords, then you come up. So you need to be found via search. Another way to think of this is your answer content. The top of funnel is your answer content. So this means someone is looking for, how do I make a brownie without any eggs? I don't know. So you would have the keywords for this. If you teach people how to make brownies, you'd have the keywords. You would know the struggles, know what people struggle with. And so these are the things you would put at the top of the funnel, right? This is where you're helping someone come in, get a quick win, and then they go. Some of them will stay, and the ones who stay are the ones who move down to your middle of the funnel. But some people will just come here, constantly come here for your on your content, where they're just top of funnel, getting their answers and then going. So for example, I help you guys start online business with zero money, right? So maybe someone just wants the answer to this, right? And so I would tell them how to create an offer. And that's the one nugget, how to create an offer, because that's really all you need to have an online business without money. You need to have a very strong offer. So maybe that's what I teach them. And so then they go off and create the offer. And then after creating their offer, they realize, oh my gosh, and then what do I do with the offer that I've created? Guess what? They come back here for this top answer, this top of funnel. Maybe now the question here is where to share your offer. So I'm understanding the journey of the person at the top here, right? And then maybe after a couple of tries, they realize that, you know what, I actually like the way I'm always coming here and getting my answers, and it's all completely free. I wonder what else, right? So now I've got other content that's asking people to come to my second location, which is now email or WhatsApp or whatever, or private group, but it's basically away from the social media, but there's still the content that's saying, come sign up. This is the sign up. Get more intimate with me. Get deeper, actually. Get deeper. So on this level, you are building trust. Okay, you're building trust, you're deepening the relationship with your audience. This is where you share the process. So you show your process. So for example, I'm telling you, this is how you build a business online without money. And then at the top here, this is how I tell you that you create an offer, and this is where you share the offer and all of that stuff. But then here I show you this is how I did it, and this is where you can say, sign up to get the full process. So this is where you're moving people to the second location. Sign up to get the full process. And then those who want to continue with you will sign up, and then they get the full process. Now they're in your emails. They have just become warmer leads, right? Your hottest leads are here at the bottom of the funnel. These people are saying, take my money. These are take my money people. But before you take my money, I need you to give me clarity and confidence. I need to be confident that I'm spending my money in the right place. And so for that to happen, I need to be clear on what am I spending my money on exactly. So this is where we we share exactly what a person will get when they work with you or buy from you. Okay, exactly what's in it for them. So we take away the, what's it called? We take away the big vagueness around selling. So none of the DM for price stories, these people are also in your email, by the way. So you literally can share with them the whole shebang. Take away all the vagueness about what's happening. So for instance, this is where I will tell you in my content, which I don't think I've done, but what sets you apart? What sets you apart from other coaches? What sets you apart from other business people who do what you do? Sets you apart from other people in the same space? This is the bottom of the funnel content, where you're letting us know why I should work with you and not anyone else. And you need to remember that by the time that I'm here, we have already built trust. I trust you. I just need to know what is actually in me spending money. That's all. That's the only question you're answering at the bottom of the funnel, why a person should spend money with you. Your social media should reflect all three of these. Again, because you need to meet your potential client where they are. And these three places, a person is either has no idea that you exist and no idea that there is a solution to their problem. They're just asking. They're not sure if there is, and then they find out that there is a solution to their problem. But then, because they don't really know the extent of their problem, you now need to come in and show them the process of whatever the top of this is, right? So I've said this is how you start an online business. Sure, maybe you want to start an online business, but you just know that you want to start an online business. You don't know what it entails once you've done the top part of the starting. So you've got an offer, but now you don't know how to create a landing page. You don't know how to put those things together. Like, how do you link your social media to? Then I need to let you know that there is a process. So this part, you're now on this part of the journey, where, okay, there's something deeper to learn. And then it's like, okay, now you know that there's something deeper to learn, but maybe you're still like, yeah, I get it. And I get that I must link this with that. But what happens when I link this with that? And as you do things, you're going to discover that, oh, there's a deeper problem, or there's another thing I need a solution to. That's when you come to the bottom of funnel. This is where your problems are literally so specific, you need expert insights. And that's when you're at the bottom of the funnel. That's when you find out that when you work with me, if I coach you, I'm going to need you to appoint another accountability partner. It can't just be you telling me that you did the thing. We're going to find someone in your life who will also vouch for you doing the thing, because I value people actually doing the thing and getting the results that they're looking for. So those are the things. That's where you talk about what sets you apart, right? Because not a lot of coaches will say, find another accountability partner. I need to speak to them. I need to check in with them randomly. Not a lot of people would do that, or not a lot of people do that. So I hope that clarifies what this is. And of course, I will give you prompts to get you started. But let's just do a quick recap just to clarify it further. Okay, so the TOF, which is top of funnel, equals awareness. This is lots of people coming in. They don't know who you are, and you're creating awareness. You give them answers. This is the answer content. You give them answers to their burning question that needs one quick fix, and you move them from where they were before they found your content to where they want to be. So you've solved one small problem for them with this top of funnel stuff, okay? To where they want to be. So this is your awareness and discovered via search. Keywords, very important here. I mean, SEO is important across the board. Very important here, because this is where people will find you, at the top of funnel. This is where people will find you. So this is very important. Your keywords are very important so they can find you via search. So you show up on the FYP, okay? Because if you don't show up on the FYP, then it doesn't really matter what you do at the bottom of your funnel, does it? Because if people haven't found you, they're not even seeing your top of funnel content. They don't know where the story begins. They don't know why they need to be even listening to you. You have not helped them solve just even one problem yet. Okay? And then we've got the middle of the funnel. What's happening here? We are building trust here. Deepening the relationship, yeah, with your audience. The content here is how I did it. So we are showing, you show the process. This is also where you take them to a second location. So this is where email marketing, they sign up to your landing page. Okay, so this is the second location. These are the people you are taking out of social media and creating your own little ecosystem, you know? So they are no longer part of the socials. They are now your audience that you own. They do not belong to just TikTok anymore. So that's the middle of the funnel. You're building trust, you're deepening relationships. This is your show how you did it or how you helped someone else do it. And then finally, we're at the bottom of the funnel. This is clarity plus confidence. The question you're answering here is, why you? What sets you apart from other people? What does a person get? It's there with the bottom of the funnel, you need to remember that these people are invested. These are take my money people. Take my money. How do you write it? $sign. Take my money people, right? And what they need to be confident using money. They need to be clear. They need clarity on why they're spending their money on you, because we still want people to validate our purchases. We want people to be like, oh my gosh, you were so smart making that purchase. So they need to have reasons why you, what sets you apart, and what does working with you or buying from you get for them, because these are all the things that they are going to use when they speak to other people about, oh my gosh, I worked with this lady, or I bought this from this mom, and the reason I love buying from her is because she's always on time, she responds quickly. You need to be giving me the reasons why you and not anyone else. So that is the funnel. Next, we're going to go into the different prompts that will hit all the parts of your funnel. And if you're ready to go, because you've done everything, you're literally just waiting on the content piece, which is what we're doing now, then these prompts are going to get you started. Please tag me when you start making these videos. So we're going to go into the prompts now, and then we will wrap. Okay, so let's do our content prompts. We're going to start with the top, which is, again, top of funnel. And I'm out of space, so I need to erase this if I can find my eraser. There we go. Okay, so top of funnel. This is, we're building awareness. You're saying to people, I'm here and I'm ready to help. So prompt number 1 could be something like, what most people get wrong about insert your business or your service or your product. And then you'll go on to share what most people get wrong about your business or service, or product, right? Again, be honest, because this is where the people who resonate with you come in, okay? They need to know that you've thought about the things that they think about. So don't try and be, just be honest about what you are going through. This applies for this next one as well, which is, if you, let's say, if you've been struggling with, if you have been with, and then you're going to insert a common problem in your niche, or one that you solve, right? And then you can say, try this, and then you can give a person a quick win to fix whatever this common problem is quickly. So that's what that content piece is about. And then number 3 can be, here's what I wish I knew before I started. Again, be honest, because being honest brings in the people you are looking for. What did you wish? What do you wish? Ooh, English. What do you wish you knew before getting started? And then share that. Then the fourth one is 3 signs you're ready for whatever your service is, whatever your product is. Okay. I am out of space. I need a bigger board. And then our fifth one could be, do you ever feel like, and then you're going to insert a relatable struggle. So for example, with me, I could say, do you ever feel like every online business coach does not give you every single step that you need to have an online business? This is a relatable struggle. And so then I can say, here's something that helped me. And then I share what I did, to eventually resolve this relatable struggle. Cool, so that's our top of funnel prompts. Next up, we're going to do our middle of funnel prompts. And now we're doing middle of funnel. Here we build trust. Plus show process, right? That's how we build the trust. By showing process, and we move people to second location. Second location. Okay, so prompt 1 can be something like, this is why I started. And for me, this is why I started. I started because I believe moms deserve flexibility, and I love helping them, because in a world where we should really be worshipped, I think we end up being forgotten from the greater society, like we need to carry on just being human, as if we didn't just become moms. Like, I don't know, there's a level of unknown superpower there. Anyway, so that's the first one. This is why I started and who I love to help. You're letting your people know why you are here. We're building trust. So you're telling them, you're bringing them in, okay? The second one can be something like a before and after. So how you got someone from where they are so this is like testimonials, so how you helped before and after. If you don't have this, you'll remember that in our when we were creating the offer, last lesson, the suggestion was to create an offer it to people, whether for free, so they give you testimonials, or for a small fee, right? This is where you're going to get your testimonials from, okay, from from your offer. So go do that if you don't have testimonials and you would like to use this prompt. First, go get your testimonials by doing that. The third one could be a day in the life. A day in the life. Again, this content builds trust because if you have the same brand coffee as I do, once I see that you drink this coffee and I drink this coffee, me and you equals besties because we drink the same coffee. I don't know what that is, but you get it. So that's prompt number 3. Number 4 can be something like what you do differently in the space. So you will also notice that the prompts in the middle of the funnel and the prompts the bottom of the funnel pretty much kind of flow into each other, some even the same, because this prompt also belongs what you do differently. This prompt also belongs in the bottom of the funnel, right? Because you're just creating clarity, you're building trust, you're creating clarity for your clients. And then the fifth one is here's what it's like to work with me. Again, just helping your audience to get you to get to know you better, to work with. Okay, so that's middle of the funnel. We're building trust. We're getting them to move on with us, like how to get the final steps and all of that stuff. Actually, that could be another prompt. Maybe we can, because these two are similar, maybe we could do this is how I got started. Called process. So you show the process. Okay, next up we're doing the bottom of the funnel and then we're wrapping it up. So bottom of the funnel is where we are providing clarity and confidence, right? This is where we are answering the question, why you? Why must I work with you and not another coach? Or why must I buy from you and not from someone else? All that stuff. This is what we are answering here. So prompt 1 could be something like, if you've been thinking about desired outcome, let's say about, so you'll put in whatever the desired outcome is, this is what you help with, right? This is your sign, is your sign. And then you go on to talk about why it's the sign. Why? Because you help with desired outcome and how you help with desired outcome. Okay? This has a few things. It shows what sets you apart and all of that stuff. And again, bottom of funnel is taking the vagueness out of the selling. We're literally taking mystery out of it. We're being very specific. So here you can say, here's exactly what you get when you work with me or when you buy from me. When you work with or buy from me. Can you guys tell I'm tired now? My handwriting, not that it's great, but it's becoming worse. Okay, and then your third one, because you also want to work with people who are your ideal clients and are not going to give you headaches, is a qualifying prompt. So you can say, this is your, or this offer's for you. This offer is for you if 1, 2, 3. So you're qualifying. If you fit into this and this and this, then it's for you. You can go a step further and say, and it's not for you if blah, blah, blah. Okay? So those are 3. We need 2 more here. And then this one is to help you get insight into what people's resistance is, right? So you can say, what's stopping you from, and then it's desired results. So for me, it would be, what's stopping you from starting an online business? So you ask and then say, let's talk about it. In the comments. This helps you get insight, feedback from where are people getting stuck, And then number 5, you can, again, another qualifying one where let's make sure, so you say, let's make sure you're ready. Because you want people to spend their money. By the time they spend their money, you need to have addressed every objection. They need to feel like, yes, of course, this was my decision. And it has to be their decision. So don't try and trick them into anything. It's like, if they've got this problem, you are just walking them to the solution. And so you want to make sure that they are really getting the solution that they are looking for. And so this is the qualifying prompt as well, and you can do these often so that people can get rid of their own objections before, so that when you are servicing someone or when you are selling to someone, you know for a fact that they are happy about this transaction that's happening between the two of you, and you're happy. And that is the whole point, that we are here to help and not to bamboozle people into buying or spending money where they don't want to spend money. So those are the prompts, the top to the bottom of the funnel, your content that will be on your social media that will hit every part of the funnel, the top, the bottom, and the top, the middle, and the bottom. So yeah, that's how we wrap for this lesson. I hope all of that was helpful and has helped clarify posting with purpose and not just kind of randomly posting and hoping for the best, that the funnel and following the different content pieces that you need throughout the funnel will help get the people that you want to service, and you will get your ideal client almost every time. Okay. It is very important that you understand what your keywords are. So if you have not done this previous lesson, I'll put it up here somewhere. If you have not gone through that lesson yet, please go back and go through every single part of that lesson so that you're very clear on how to use keywords, how to find keywords, all of that good stuff. And then come here and start creating the content that's going to get people that you're looking for in. Until next time, I do wish you the courage to live the life of your dreams. Bye, mamas.